Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, the bonus and salutations to the elders and apostles of Grow Me Strong, Rule Well, and to the Aki around the four corners of the earth. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yeah, so you see, man, this agenda to entice and coerce people to go along with this jab exercise, man. It's just one of those things that the Lord, we always put a stumbling block in front of the evil elite of this world, all right, in their plot to ensnare the children of Israel, all right, to ensnare the elect of the nation of Israel, all right. That's the so-called Latino, so-called Negro, and so-called Native American, man. All right. So the Lord's always gonna work a way out, man. And I always remember, man, this is gonna be a struggle. All right. And you have to stand on your principles that the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua has already laid out in the scriptures. He already explained to us what we gotta deal with. All right. So don't be surprised, when you get how you say it, you get put in the in the heat zone, in the hot zone, all right, to be purified, all right, to get tested, all right. Remember, your faith has to go through that trial, all right. Your faith has to be tested, all right. So always remember, and getting closer and closer to those experiences, and let me not ramble on much that long. So get straight to the scriptures, because this is one of my favorite scriptures. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 3 says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." All right. So as the Most High continues to show you the dark side of Esau's agenda, and you're able to withstand all his deceptive tactics, and you're able to see prophecies come to pass, then you know what you have to do. All right, you have to go with whoever you trust, and that's the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai. Right, his program comes first, so you stick with it. His mandate comes first. So what else? What else can you stand for? All right. So you see the long lines of people, man, lining up, thinking that the jab will do them some justice. But at the end of the day, it just shows you that a lot of people, man, are already falling into that pit. All right. And then you scroll, just type in jab lines. See lots of people, man. Lining up to get that thing. And then you see again. I'm not gonna read the titles. You can read it on the screen. Right. So all the propaganda they gotta put on the screen, on your TV broadcasts to mesmerize the people and make it look as if everything is looking good, but it's not. Everything is heading towards a tyrannical environment system. All right, it's going to be a clash between the government and the people, and you see all this. Very soon it's going to be crazy, man. Folks are already desperate. Getting their items stolen by criminals. You hear about home invasions, you hear about robberies, you hear about bank robberies, you hear about fraud. So people are desperate out here, man, and they look for every opportunity to make a quick buck, all right? So this trial is going to bring out the evil out of a lot of people, and for the elect, it's going to show the good of the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua that's in us, all right? So I'm going to get a quick precept from the book of Matthew chapter 10. All right, Matthew chapter 10. I'm going to read verse 21. And it reads, it says, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. Yes, that's the system that Babylon is setting up now. All right, and it's gonna be crazy, man. You know, when you see the breakdown of the family structure, how the devil's just poisoning the dynamics, man, poisoning the affection. You know, and hey, it's just a Lord's program. You know, he's using these devils to execute his plan. All right, and it's gonna get ugly, man. You know, when you see the family structure break down, and then it's gonna be all hot chaos in society. All right, because once the family structure goes, and there is no standard of morals, that's it. You know, the government falls, and there's gonna be so much destruction on the face of the earth. All right, and you just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. You keep scrolling, it just shows you, man. No so-called religious exemption is gonna prevent the devil from coming against those that stand stiffly. Even those that think it's gonna, keep them off that that list. Nah, man. You know, so it's just gonna get crazy, man. You know, as you go through this list of propaganda, so you get a bitter taste. You know, it's a bitter mindset, man. You know, but at the same time, you understand it has to happen. It's all part of prophecy. You know, you see all the nonsense that they try to put on TV, try to make it see that the product is, top of the line, that the so-called rich, you know, are trying to cheat the people by getting there first. You know, then you look at Elam lining up, you know, so you just see that the craziness that these so-called media agencies are just trying to push on the people. But hey, you know, those that are meant to take it will take it, and the Lord always will find a way out for his elect. So I read some more precepts, yeah, because I'm really in a rough mood. But hey, you know, still got to be willing, you know, to think upon the words of the Lord. Bashim Ashai, Bashim Kakadash. All right, so Matthew chapter 10, verse 34 says, think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. All right, so it's chaos, man. You know, expect chaos on the earth, man. Violence and destruction. People are gonna be upset. All right. Then it says in verse 35, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against the mother, all right, against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And then verse 36 says, and the man's foes shall be they of his own household. So you can't prevent it. The Lord Yahweh Shai said these things are going to happen, and it's going to be tough. All right, so brothers just have to understand that what the Lord Yahweh Shai said, you know, carries a lot of weight. And I'm going to get some precept real quick from a different precept, well, from a different book. All right, so this is from the book of Matthew chapter 8. I'm I'm going to read from verse 19. It says, And a certain scribe came and said unto him, Master, I will follow thee whithersoever thou goest. And Yahushua said unto him, The foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have not where to lay his head. And another of the disciples said unto him, Lord, suffer me to go and bury my father. But Yahushua said unto him, Follow me, and let the dead bury the dead. Alright? So always keep that in mind, man. Let the dead bury the dead. So all these folks, man, that line up for this job, don't let their predicament, touch your nerves, man. Because the Most High is gonna give you that cold, steel mindset, not to focus on the plight of those that lined up to take the jab, including your own family members. Alright, so that separation is going to be getting wider and wider. The Lord is going to make it seriously evident in these last days. And those that took the placebo, hey, the Lord can have mercy on them. So that's one thing. You could pray for them, Lord have mercy on them. And you can't put your trust in their words, their mindset. So that's why it's important, man, that you understand how to draw the line according to the scriptures, because you can't be worrying yourself about all this drama that these people are willing to engage in to take this jab. All right. So we'll get another precept here from the book of Psalms. I'm just going to get this real quick. Psalms chapter 27, verses 9 and 10. It reads, Hide not thy face from me, put not thy servant away in thine anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O Yahweh, power of my salvation. And that's what you have to always keep in mind, and always praying that the Lord will give you the strength and courage and faith to be able to deal with the persecution that's coming. And then verse 10 says, When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. So that's one thing you have to deal with. But when your family structure falls apart, all you had from the beginning was the Lord Yahushua, His promise. So keep that in mind, man. Keep that in mind. All right? Because a lot of folks are just so tied in with the so-called love of their family, and they don't take the word of the Lord Yahushua seriously, man. Because they think that the family will be able to hold their hand and get them to the kingdom of heaven. But that's not possible, man. You have to have faith in the Lord Yahushua. You have to believe on His words. When His words encourages you to stand against evil, you have to believe on it and take that stand. All right? So the book of Matthew chapter 12, I'm going to read from verse 47 to 50. It says, Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples, and said, Behold, my mother and brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. And that's what it boils down to, man. That's a cold answer, let me see a heavy, chilling answer, man, that a lot of people have to understand that the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua is not really looking for lip service, man. He's looking for folks that believe on His word and are willing to accept that sacrifice that He's made for us to stand. All right, and we have to do the same thing too. All right, so all that, that's my brother, my older brother, my younger sister. That's my wife, my mother, my sister, my son. If they're down with the system of the beast, you can't reverse that course. That's their judgment from the Lord. All right. So they get caught up in His traps by not holding on to the words of the Lord without giving in to the system. Hey, that's on them. You did your part, so you have to keep it moving. All right. It's a lonely road, but remember, you are not alone. All right. So the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 22. It says, "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake." So, hey, serving the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua comes with a price, and you have to count that cost. You have to count the necessities. It's going to cost you on this side. All right. And hey, it's nothing compared to what you're going to get in the kingdom. So you don't want to be hanging your head low. You have to accept this challenge. It's like that. How you say that ninja tournament, American Ninja. Yeah, man. So you just got to hold on, man. You got to hold on. It's going to be a bumpy ride. All right. So don't give in to the drama that they keep pushing on the news, man. Your plantation is screaming and yelling and bickering that they want a so-called mandate for the job. Hey, just tell them, hey, they should give you your matching papers and that you're out of there. All right. Then verse 23, Luke 6:23 says, "Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy." All right. It didn't say you should be sad and be angry and frustrated. It says you have to rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. All right. So your own people, man, will be the major enemies in this truth. Trying to prevent you from holding on to the words of the Lord Hamashiach. So don't let their words, their actions get underneath your skin. The Lord will always provide a way, all right, for us to overcome the wiles of the devil. So that's the point there, Akim. You can see all that, all the drama, people losing pay, all because of, they don't want to go along with their agenda. You see people giving in because they want to continue to have the perks and crumbs of this society. So eventually, people have to know that when the MOTB is mandated, hey, that's the last straw that will be warning people about. So, Abaratasa, the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua will strengthen our spirit in these last days and continue to do so. All right, because, hey, it's only Lord Hamashiach Yahushua can get us out of here, not by the works of our own hand, but through our faith in Him. All right, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kadash, Shalom.